Welcome to another episode of Food for Thought, where we discuss our most impactful culinary experiences. Our special guest tonight sharing his story is James King. Thank you so much for having me on. It's really an honor. Believe me, the honor is all mine. So let's just jump right into this. What food would you say has the greatest sentimental value for you? I'd have to say my family's homemade apple pie. We make many different types of pies, apple, peach, pumpkin, and they're all delicious, but apple is probably the most special to me for a number of reasons. So when did this all start? Well, about 4 or 5 years ago, I asked to go apple picking because it's something that our family had never done and it sounded like a great time. And maybe with hand-picked apples, our already great apple pie might be taken to the next level. So my dad picked out a place called Freecon Farms in Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania. So what's it like at Freecon Farms? Freecon Farms is set on a beautiful hillside in the mountains where there's rows and rows of apple trees. We go in the early morning and the sun is beautiful and the sky is incredibly blue and there's all kinds of apples. It really is amazing. What makes this experience so special? Well, first of all, it's not commercialized like a carnival with hay rides. And second of all, it's not very crowded ever. There's only ever a couple families out there at once. You're able to pick the apples directly off the branch. It's a great experience, and my family has a really great time every year. That sounds really amazing. Tell me, when do you make these apple pies? We usually don't waste any time. As soon as we get back from the orchard, we make a pie, and we always make one for Thanksgiving dinner. That's very interesting. Now, tell me, what exactly makes this pie special? Well, the recipe that we use has taken many years of experimentation and tweaking that my mom has used to evolve into what we have today. Some of the things that I think makes it stand out are the fact that we use more than one type of apple and the spices that we use. I feel like that really contributes to the overall texture and taste of the pie. Our pie is so delicious that our family members refuse to buy store-bought pies anymore. It sounds like there's a great deal of care that goes into making this pie. Could you tell me a bit about how it's made? Well, the crust itself isn't very fancy, but like I said, we use multiple different types of apples, and we have this nice machine that cores the apples and peels them all at once, and it really speeds up the process. My mom doesn't prefer the pie, so I'm always in charge of making sure that everything is properly seasoned before it gets baked. The final product doesn't usually last more than 3 days in the fridge. Years from now, what do you think you'll remember most about this apple pie? Well, the thing that I think I'll remember most is probably sitting on the couch after Thanksgiving dinner with my family watching television with a slice of apple pie and tasting that and knowing that that was something that I was responsible for helping make. Thank you so much for being on today. I think we've all been touched by your story. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for James King. Tune in next time on Food for Thought. This is your host, signing off.